Sports.
The Pete Souza Show is back, and we are welcoming Cory Dickman back into the studio. Hi, Cory. Big day.
Dude, big day. What is today, Pete? I'm
So
lost
today's
right
Friday,
now.
January
yes.
17th. College football playoff is the 20th of champions.
We're doing.
We're just talking to Nicole Sharon about that.
Okay.
Our good friend in Columbus, Ohio, setting the table. Buckeyes Insider has me feeling pretty good about the Buckeyes, I will tell you.
Okay.
As I felt good about them last week.
So
it's not about right.
So if I came in here and said, "Rally, sons of Notre Dame, sing her glory and sound of fame, raise her gold and blue, and cheer with voices."
Might get me to throw up.
There's a lot more here. I look at the spread, and do you think 8.5 is too many for like this Marcus Freeman led scrappy Notre Dame team that by all accounts should lose this game by 25 based on Ohio State's run here, right? Tennessee, slaughter. Oregon is slaughter. Right? Texas,
what does he have to say?
I don't know what this guy has to say.
I'm rooting so hard for Notre Dame in this football game. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why?
We can talk about it more Monday when I'm not interrupting Cory.
So you're fine. No, I mean, it feels good that...
as much as I love what we just did with Nicole talking about Ryan Day, but to me, Marcus Freeman is the story of this postseason. And I just really like him. I'm really rooting for them. And also, I think there's a low-key, I don't normally root for Notre Dame, but as a Baylor guy at the largest Protestant school in the country, there's something about the Catholic school getting one. I'm kind of for that.
Yeah, I can rally behind those Catholics all day long.
Get behind them. There's one thing. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pull this up. Yeah,
By the way, while you're working on that one gambling thing, something that's interesting. I can't believe I haven't looked up. Yeah. Today, ultimate or most up to the minute odds on Cowboys' next coach. Deion Sanders is plus 100. He's the favorite. He's supposed to. This is my draft.
Okay, keep going.
This is out of Vegas. Kellen Moore is plus 250, followed by Cliff Kingsbury plus 350. And then, honestly, I apologize. Joe Brady, are you guys familiar? Joe Brady, where's he? He's plus 450.
I don't know where he is now.
Was it waiting up there for a minute?
He was, but he's not.
Joe Brady went to the Panthers with that rule, and I did not see where he went after that.
Okay, so Joe Brady, and then Ben Johnson is plus 550, and then Bill Belichick is plus 6.
Oh, man, that would be wild.
Which is wild that it's not plus. It's like 5,000.
Can I say something? And this is kind of off the bet pathway for a second. But we're all tough on Jerry, right? Especially Cowboys fans. But isn't Jerry just living out what we all do in fantasy football, except he gets to do in real life?
Corey, there was a real argument to be made to what you're saying.
We all would do that.
It's his team.
It's his team. He made the quote, right? The famous quote where he's like, I didn't buy an investment. I bought a job, right? Created a job for myself. Because he wants to run a football team.
So my good friend who is on the show every year when the golf circuit, when the majors kick back up, Murph Barton, does have the great quote. And these teams are like public trusts, though. So you do have to be considerate of the fan base.
Well, sure.
Jerry seems as though he's extremely inconsiderate of the fan base and selfish a little bit.
It's selfish, but I think Jerry knows he hasn't won in 30 years, and some of that gets out of his control sometimes. Right? Like, Cowboys have had some weird calls go against them in playoff games. Not saying those seasons they would have won a Super Bowl, but that stuff's kind of out of Jerry's control to some degree. Injuries, bad luck. But what he does have in control is he can say, I have the most valuable sports franchise in the world, and you know what's going to make that even greater if he brings Deion Sanders in. And that is 100% in his control. The media around this team, Pete, would be astronomical. The Doomsday Podcast with Matt Mosley and Ed Werder on the Rogue Media Network would just skyrocket.
Dude, you can't. I'm sorry. This is a flex here for Rogue. Like yesterday, the tidal wave of media coverage comes after Ed Werder tweets that Deion Sanders would accept the job if offered, and Jerry Jones is very enthusiastic about offering him the job.
Yeah,
that's our boy Werder.
Dude, boy Ed at Rogue Media, Ed Werder at Rogue, plus 100 Put my money down.
Oh,
I'll take the odds.
All right.
Everybody else, you just list off. Feels like a crapshoot. Kellen Moore probably would be like maybe the one at the beginning of the whole this because he thought, well, he can come in and he'll still be the new Jason Garrett kind of figure.
Did you listen to Simmons this week?
Yeah, I part of it.
Simmons talked with him and Sal.
Yeah,
Sal's a huge
yeah,
fan,
yeah.
But they were mentioning about how Bill Belichick possibly could leave North Carolina.
Oh yeah,
Michael Lombardi is his GM right now. North Carolina. So Simmons was saying, well, no. Sal was like, well, what if he leaves and he goes to somewhere else and Lombardi doesn't have a job? Because you can give him a podcast with Van Lathan.
There you go. Yeah, you can be on with Van Lathan.
So he can come over with us if Phil is. So Lombardi has a safe landing spot.
We'll throw some offers out there for sure. That'll be fine.
All right, let's get to your.
All right, okay. So Notre Dame. Give me Notre Dame plus 8.5. I got it on FanDuel 8.5.
Okay.
ESPN's at plus 8. It's gonna be a close game.
All right, let's get to the NFL.
Oh wait, one last one. Notre Dame 18.5 is their total points over under because I'm taking it for the win or to cover. Give me them over 18. I think Notre Dame could put up 20 on an Ohio State team, even if they're kind of getting blown out or if it's not going right. So I don't know about 46.5 for the total of the game, but Notre Dame over 18.5.
Okay.
They can get there. So okay. Oh whoa, baby. We're on fire up in here, dude. We are.
Of course, Mike Tyson.
Oh, of course, Mike Tyson. Is that Mike Tyson or Mike Hamilton? Which Mike is it? Okay, Pete, we're going to NFL. We're going to NFL.
Right.
Okay. We went against this team last week. I did. Scotty did. You didn't. The Texans are plus 8.5 going into KC. This is another thing. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
I Kansas City rested, but they just don't ever blow teams out anymore. That's just not the Kansas City. This new Kansas City team. 8.5 too many points. I like Houston.
Really?
I like Houston to hang in here.
Okay.
I don't think their team, Kansas City, isn't predicated on getting all these sacks, which is kind of what holds CJ Stroud back is when he doesn't have time to throw. I think they'll settle into a nice game script here, and even if there's a cheapy touchdown at the end, the Texans will cover.
Okay.
So 8.5.
I'm with you. I like that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. You're the Rams. Go to your Eagles.
Oh, you skipped one on Saturday.
Well, hold on. Well, we got mortgage bet.
Right.
So I didn't combo these together. That's how I wasn't smart. This is how I felt. The Rams plus 6.5 at your Eagles. The Eagles did us a little dirty last week and screwed up our mortgage bet for poor Mike Nelson at Efficient Lending. We had it plus 9.5.
Trust me,
Packers.
I do like.
Oh.
I do like welfare checks on Mike Nelson. Just make sure he's still on his podcast. But there he is. Good.
I saw Mike Nelson in the
he hasn't bailed on.
He hasn't bailed. He's still here. So give me Rams plus 6.5. I think that team. This feels like a veteran-led Rams team, which it kind of is. That'll keep this game close in Philly. Kyron Williams is a great running back for the Rams. Their defense is, I mean, look what they did to the Vikings. I know Sam Darnold different than Jalen Hurts. I know you probably think Philly minus 6.5.
Here's why. I'm going to be this guy, the weather guy. It's going to snow. I mean, there's like a 70% chance of snow.
That's fine. I think the Rams can play in the snow. That team can play.
Maybe they can.
I think they can,
but it certainly doesn't. Like, this is an Eagles team that's built for like the grind of like.
Sure. I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts gets a little knock in the head, and maybe they got taken to the blue tent. I don't know. I'd be a little worried.
Corey is wishing for the fencing.
I am not.
That is bullshit.
All right, Efficient Lending. Mike Nelson, mortgage bet. Commanders at Detroit. Pete, the over-under for points.
I can't wait for this game. Can I say that?
This game is going to be so much fun. 55.5 is the over. We're going to tease. We're going to take the over here, but tease it down to 50.5. I think there's going to be lots of points scored in this game, and clearly Vegas thinks that too. I will be rooting very hard for Jaden Daniels. My boy carried me this fantasy season. He said he'd do a podcast with us during the offseason.
I'll give you credit. One, if you land that podcast, I'll give you a lot of credit. Two, you were talking about him like week 2.
I was.
Like the second coming. And I was saying, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, and now here we are.
Yeah, I'm not. It was very different than when RG went to Washington.
Yeah.
Jaden just, I think, knows how to play within himself to stay healthy, even though he got a little nicked up this year. But Robert got first year in Washington was incredible. Right, electric. Until that Baltimore game when he's flying around. And I remember that play vividly in my mind. It was the big guy for the Ravens, that big lineman dude.
Sam Adams?
No,
Siragusa?
not Siragusa. No. A defensive dude. I can't remember. Anyway, but he tackled Robert. Remember his leg like flew up?
I remember the
it was awful. And then he still kept playing, and then he played my Seahawks in the first round of the playoffs.
Hey,
we just got after.
I'll ask you
Okay, so anyway, sorry. So over 50 and a half.
Okay.
And then the Bills were favored by 1.5 when these lines came out, and now they're underdogs by 1.5. At home, Pete, give me the Bills. We're going to add 5 points for the T's plus 6.5. We get Buffalo at home. This is going to be a great game. This is going to be a great game.
18 degrees.
18 degrees. Woo-hoo. That's man. These are two. I love this.
Yeah,
I love this place. The Ravens do have a great run defense, so I think that's going to be a thing. But that's a good run defense against all the other NFL teams that don't have Josh Allen.
So you like the Bills, huh?
I like the Bills plus 6.5.
I was telling Zach Owen before my show. I like the Ravens.
I think the Ravens should win the game. Like when you look at the play styles and what they're good at, and what the Bills are good at, and what each aren't good at, I get why the Ravens are now favored. But plus 6.5 with two teams closely matched, this is not going to be a touchdown spread.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So, in the snow, it's not going to.
He's over there.
Scotty's disagreeing.
He's like that wrestler running down the ring.
Yeah, no,
dive into the ring.
I have a very strong opinion about this.
Go ahead.
I'll be shocked if the Bills don't win by 2 touchdowns.
There you go.
Boom.
Listen, and
Boom.
I will be the first to eat crow if Lamar Jackson goes in there and beats them. But like, I think the Buffalo Bills are a much better team. At the top of bottom.
Okay.
The Ravens have lost games throughout the season that they should not lose.
Do you want to know that
Their record is not good compared to their talent.
It's Lamar Jackson bias.
No, here's what it is. No, here's the
What's he
opposite.
gotta do?
Here's the opposite. I think the best defensive player in that football game is a Baylor Bear, and he's playing for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, shoot.
Terrell Bernard.
No, sorry.
He led the team in tackles last week.
He's Houston, right?
He's in Houston. He missed the second half of the season with an injury.
Okay, so
He'll be back next season. But Terrell Bernard led the team in tackles last week. I think he's the most underrated player in the NFL, and I am biased. But
that's fair. That's pretty damn good.
He did pick off Patrick Mahomes in the regular season to win that football game for the Bills. Maybe it's Terrell Bernard. He picks off Lamar Jackson to win that football game.
This guy's
There you go. I love it, man.
He's got opinions and he's informed.
It could be a two touchdown game. It could be a nitty gritty in the cold. And it's 9-6. I don't know, but
Let's recap.
the Bills are covering.
Can we recap?
We can recap.
I mean,
Recap. Okay, real quick. The college football championship. Notre Dame plus 8.5, and then give me Notre Dame over 18.5 points scored.
can I make a small request?
Just a small one, yeah.
You're going to send your picks to Scotty, and we're going to make a graph.
I will
Can we
send.
do that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. After we're done, we're gonna do that. That would require me to do this before like my drive-in. So, which is fine. I should do that. I should do that. Okay, Texans plus 8.5. I'll still send it to Scotty afterwards.
Okay.
Rams plus 6.5, and then the mortgage bet brought to us by official lending Mike Nelson. Pete, you need a mortgage? Scotty, you need a mortgage? I need a mortgage. We call Mike Nelson. The dude's gonna hook us up. He told us. Mike Nelson told me.
Mike's sitting at home like define hookup.
Mike said if we hit the mortgage bet this week, he's giving out free mortgage advice. So
Was your Mike, if your credit score below 600, Mike ain't gonna be able to hook up. Just so you know.
Mike's a wizard, man.
Yeah.
He can do anything.
So work your way back up to the, people sitting at home thinking you got free lunch. Don't think
You
that.
got a free lunch. My mom used to say, Corey, there's never free
No
lunch.
free
Never
lunches.
free lunch.
No, she was
Washington Commanders at Detroit. This is our mortgage bet. The two teams, 50.5 is the over.
Okay.
And Bills plus 6.5 to cover.
And Dion.
Dion at plus 100.
You like that?
Put your second mortgage on that one. That's going to happen. Hey, can I give you one more little thing?
Yeah.
The line is not out for this game yet, but my college basketball pick. I told you Baylor would cover minus 3.5 against Arizona State last week. It took overtime.
But they did.
Covered.
Yeah.
So Baylor covered. I'm going to give you another one again. I don't have the spread here, Pete. But Iowa State travels to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Iowa State's going to struggle.
You know, that's a pretty You bet, dude.
They're going to struggle. I don't know what the spread is. So if it's like West Virginia plus 1.5, I take it back.
So I will tell you right
Canada
now,
would be that low.
the great King McClure, who was a member of the Road Media family, told me yesterday, in no uncertain terms, that after you beat Kansas, there is always a letdown of sorts.
Yeah.
And Iowa State just beat Kansas.
They did.
The number in that game, I don't have a spread.
That was a home game, I think.
Yeah.
Kansas home game.
Okay.
That was
No spread.
it wasn't that big, right? 17 points.
Yeah, 17 they covered.
Yeah, they covered there. Well, yeah, they clearly would have covered.
No, so right now you got this spread. Let me see.
Well, are you looking it up for Kansas last week?
No, I'm looking it up for. I don't have a spread for this game on
No, that's what
tomorrow.
I'm saying. There's not one yet.
Oh,
There's
really?
not
Okay.
one yet. Yeah. So,
Okay.
which is, if the game's tomorrow night, that's a little weird. But
Okay.
check back. Look. So if you're checking on your app and you just late in the morning, tomorrow morning, you wake up Saturday morning, make breakfast with the kids, whatever you're doing, just
check.
go to the game. And if it's like
I guess the line. What do you think it is?
West Virginia plus 7.5.
That's good. I think that's
That's
pretty
what I'm
good.
going to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
we should get some guess the line.
Yeah, well, I would love that. We can college basketball guess the lines. That's good. That's a good one.
Okay, there you
go. Cory, what was the Kingdom? Mike?
Only went there for a Mariners game.
What was it like?
The second best as a kid. The second best place to witness a game outside of Memorial Coliseum in Portland.
Why was it so special?
It was just loud. And it was like you were in there and you could feel like the electricity. I don't know how else to say it. Like when the kid, the kid, when Griffin would go up to play, dude, it was just like stop.
Yeah.
It was if there were phones back then, that would have been it. Like they couldn't beat it.
It was a pretty special
Yeah,
place.
there was one game we got to go to, Randy Johnson pitching, and it was just like electric.
Randy Dickman in the stands.
Randy Dickman in the stands. Randy Johnson on the mound.
Yeah.
I think we played A's. Couldn't hit him, man. I mean, it was just awesome. It was great. We used to take the train. We take the Amtrak downtown Portland.
Yeah.
Right up to Seattle. It'd be about 2 hours, 2.5 hour train
Yeah,
ride.
Susan, my dad. Amtrak life.
Amtrak, there you go.
Amtrak's whole life.
Dude, best like father son stuff. We'd go watch American game back. So safe. I don't think it's called Safeco anymore.
Whatever.
But anyway, when the new ballpark got built, that was, awesome. Open air and the roof retracted, all that. Back now it's like normal for that stuff. But like back then it was like, oh, this is unreal. But Kingdom, could beat it, man.
I'm pissed I never was ever there.
Oh, it was a great experience.
All right, Cory Dickman, all in bet. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Make some
We're
money.
going to graph send over to Scotty so we can get all this stuff on a chart so everybody knows what we're doing.
Yeah.
Here's what we're doing. We're going to be back on Monday. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to Nicole Sheeran. We're going to talk to Brian from Fight. What's that called? Irish Breakdown. I mean, we have Brian on. Trust me. Moves a needle for us, so we're going to have him back. We will be back on Monday.